Hello and welcome into JJ with Joy. This is Joy. I'm from Minnesota. Today I'm going to share my butterfly ephemera eating journal. I finished it finally, so I just have this sari silk like trim for a closure. I'll get words out of my mouth. Here is the top yumminess, the side yumminess, the bottom yumminess, and the edge. Oops, there's the edge. There we go. So let's get into it. I added a yellow, let me make sure I'm in frame, sorry. I have a yellow doily, a fabric, and a little bit of trim, a little fabric everywhere, you name it, it's wherever, little pieces. This is Tim Holtz. A lot of this stuff is Tim Holtz stuff. The butterfly, I thought I liked I thought it contrasted really well. So lots of layering so you can see all the mini layers around the edges, which I really enjoy doing. So this page, I went ahead and I don't know if you guys can see that that's kind of a bronzy looking wooden butterfly. But Elizabeth is who this is being made for, and she actually gave me this, so I decided to use it in her journal. So there's that. It says you can learn a lot of things from the flowers, since it's a flower garden. It's a vegetable garden and a flower garden, it looked like to me. But I have stitching on the edges here. All the edges are different with different kinds of stitching. This isn't that a cool stamp? That's a real stamp. I put a dragonfly on there. I did bring, like dragonfly moth whole bit in to it. So fabric here. This is a little tag. This is a tab. So there's a tag that's on this side. When you turn it over, it's on that side. I went ahead, she sent me this, so I put that on there. But this is on the other side of this pocket, as you will see in one little seckaroo. Okay, there we go. So we have buttons down here, and trim on the edge, sewed up pocket, and washi tape. Flip it over, and that's those two that I just showed you. I have a little pocket here, just a little plain thing in there. Rolled that up, stick that on. Different kind of a trim there. This trim is music trim. Put a little cut that out of a magazine. And then I like this to show through, so I went ahead and squished this up a little bit here. So I left this because I think that Elizabeth has a real wing. It seemed like anyway. So I only have one wing hanging out, but I did leave it as a pocket. So if she does have a wing, she can also put it inside there. She had sent me some of these flowers. She wanted me to include some of them. I have heart sewn in there, little stitching here, live, create, tell the story, fabric, and yes, a moth. Let's see, a little trim on the side, lace. I really like all the trims, actually. I think this is very pretty, and it went with, that's why I chose the moth instead of a butterfly, because this just matched this so well. I really liked it a lot. So, and over here, I used the Tim Holtz stamp that says, I made this. No, you can't return it. Love it, love it, love it. I put this so it like swings back, and then attached a little card with just a clip. Paper, paper, paper. And this kind of opens up to do both this side, which I thought that matched really well, or this side, whichever. I thought it was very pretty how it just kind of fluffs up. Now this side opens up. I do have glossy accents on this page. Can you see? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I probably should stand up, huh? So I can see if you can see. There it is. Now you can see. This is a saying she said she loves. The butterfly counts not months, but moments and has time enough. She also gave me this little flip up thing. It's a trim, and I muted that. I thought it went with this pretty well. And so this just kind of gives it enough of a mute that it looks like it blends better. I had a little scrap cluster that I added some stuff on. I made a little corner pocket and put some trim, butterfly. This says love this. E for Elizabeth. And a little vellum flower. I just wanted to add that. It didn't really go with this, but you know, I just stuck it in there. This has got a little trim piece there. More lace on the side. And again, lace at the bottom that shines through. This is a blue jeans underneath, and different stitching, excuse me, well, I guess it's sewing. So on this opens up to Flutterby. I did put a little butterfly in here, just flopping around as well. Added some butterflies on the side. She'd actually given me this stencil or die cut. Every fall is a chance to rise. So little writing room if she chooses. More paper on the edge. This is just a sticker, that acetate sticker that I put down. And then over here, I just used some more of that. A little bit of yellow fabric up here with a butterfly. And this says time that with noiseless foot keeps step with you, strew all your way with flowers. Little glossy kind of, she loves gold, shiny gold, so I put some shiny gold on there for her. Probably showing up dark for you guys. Some trims here, fabric. This is an old quilt that I put in the center. So lots of going on. More stitching. You can see a little different stitching on the edges. This is where I put the 2025 charm. Oops, didn't mean to hit y'all. Little 2025 charm down here. Little peekaboo. I kind of toned down the flower a little bit with this tool, a real stamp, and just stapled it on. I have a little tuck spot here with a little rickrack. I love this image, and it looked like the butterflies taking flight, so I thought I would add that in. And I have I bought these frames, and I put a picture from a magazine behind it, which I thought was kind of cute. So she calls herself a princess, so I gave her a kind of princessy key to this house. And put a little bit of washi that is the kind that you can print out from a digital. On here is Like a Butterfly, Her Wings Unfolded, and that's from Butterfly Rising. So I had buttons and old paper and scrapbook paper behind it, and just a lot. Here I've got just some ribbon tied around it just to kind of add something to it. Now, this is an image of a statue that is kind of in a flower garden. It's a real picture. It looks like it was taken at some botanical gardens to me. So I put it in the Tim Holtz frame, and then I put some washi tape down, butterfly on top, butterfly on a butterfly. The Earth Laughs in Flowers. I love this beautiful trim here. Somebody had given me the pink, kind of went with the pink there and the yellow. kind of just brought it out a little bit. But there's lots of trims together under. There's some eyelash trim that's under this that went with that. I originally was going to do that. And then this is an old shirt that I had that I thought was so pretty, and I'm almost out of it. And then up here is more sewing and daisy garden. I made a double pocket, so part of that shines through. And then on the back I put, this actually will fold open. I'm not going to do it because I don't want it to pop out, but it's just like a, you know, pretend. This is a letter I sent, or I wrote to her, and a little thing there. I put a butterfly on this page. So this I left so it could flippy flop too. We have a butterfly up here in the corner. And I was in a exchange with stamping, what do you call it? A fabric stamp exchange. So I just poked this tool-like stuff, ribbony, I don't know what, lacy, whatever it is. I stuck it up through the holes and just enough, and then I kind of glued it down. Has a little eyelash trim here, another kind of trim underneath here, and then that shirt. I sewed down the edge here to kind of bring in the blue from the other side. And then this is just a hard tag someone had given me. It kind of also brings in that color there. But I thought that fit pretty nicely. And then on this side, we have the caterpillar that blooms into the butterfly and flies away, way. So that was from a magazine image there. Cute little sewing here. Over here, I've got vintage paper that I sewed on, and some scrapbook paper. I put a little yellow pin in some of this. I did green on the back, and that was supposed to be up and over, but it didn't work out. I did do a watercolor and print or picture. It says, throw kindness around like confetti. It has a trim up here and then a little fabric flip thing. Has a leaf trim here and then just more lace. And then on the very back, we have some hand stitching, some more of that quilt, the fabric up here, fabric there, fabric here, and the back is a corduroy, so I have the stitching there, and that's the inside that I put on. So butterfly, I'm not sure who gave me this. I've had it for a long time. It might have been Miss Elizabeth that gave it to me, honestly. And then just a little thing there. So just cute. And then on the edge, just to open it up so you can see it all flat, I put a button up there, has a tab with a string here, a couple little buttons down here, and then just a little bit of everything. Anyway, I thank you for being here and appreciate it so much. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like the Butterfly Ephemera Eating Journal. I call it the Ephemera Eating Journal because it has a lot of ephemera. It just seems to, you always have to keep adding more and more ephemera, it seems like, and you never get done adding the ephemera. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I will see you next time. Remember, your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Have a wonderful day.